must tell you, gentlemen, you have very little chance of becoming Trilance. I'm in a difficult situation here. I mean, after all, you're nerds.
Watch out! You might get what you're after. Cool babies, strange but not a stranger. I'm an ordinary guy, burning down the house. Hold tight. Wait till the party's over. Hold tight. We're in for nasty weather. There has got to be a way, burning down the house.
Time for an update. I'm going to go over everything and let you guys know. This isn't even a video. I'm really not gonna. Devin Tracy's sick of editing. I'm just gonna talk to you about what has happened in my life. So I want to first start by saying thank you, huge thank you, holy God, for this GoFundMe for my father and stepmother, almost at 25,000. So like over 430 people donated. It's incredible. Some anonymous people, a guy sent $1,000, just like what? I've tried to thank people. I don't even know if I can contact them individually on this, but in all the comments and on Twitter and through email, you guys have reached out, and it's been, I mean, it's stunning, actually, that, you know, people who don't really know me or have a vested interest per se, other than just to be good people and caring and helping and loving to do that. It's just, I'm very thankful, and I'm very touched. So I presented this to my father. He was really moved by it, and it's definitely helping out. So they are in the process of rebuilding. They have a place. It's a small place, very small, and it's ridiculous that my parents are sharing a place with three people, well, three altogether, in a very small one-bedroom. But that's what they're doing right now, because this crazy thing has happened. And I want to just walk you through some of this footage, because we have sent the drones out, and the light is here, and this is the result of what has happened. There's no sound on this video, but it's an overhead shot. You can see the devastation. One house going up, leading to the other, crazy winds. So it's about to fly over my home block, which is a circle. It's a loop. It's not a through street. This is the block. It's called the Loop. And it's a beautiful place. You can see the ocean. You can see the entire Santa Monica Bay. Our house is like right over here. And we would walk this block all the time. Like 3-4 times a week, me and my dad would walk around this block with our canes, our Zulu fighting sticks, and chat with neighbors and just reflect on the beauty of the street. I'm going to show you a video of my dad walking around this block. So, you know, we didn't know everyone on the block, but like Alex lived there, and John lived there, and Ricky's over here, and the Chun family's right there, and yeah, just a complete wipeout. And you got the chimneys, and then, oh, here we go. So this is my home. The one with the 2 trees right here. My dad planted these 2 trees to commemorate the loss of life of my mother and my stepsister. And interestingly, they survived the fire. This was the house, this plot right here. I can't believe, I've never seen it from this angle, but yoga studio was in the back. That was the new add-on. I was raised in this part of the house right back here. That was my room. And countless memories and cherished times that, you know, the furniture, the walls, the way the light comes in, the smell, the texture of it, the fabrics, the pictures, just everything. I lost so goddamn much over here. Every piece of art I've ever done is gone. All my external hard drives are gone. I can't, it like hits me in waves, the stuff that's gone. Really, this Palisades fire is about me. I am the primary victim of this. Obviously joking, look at the just widespread. So
the story of the Palisades fire is about me personally and my victimhood and suffering.
You zoom forward, our neighbors just absolutely toast. Look at this. And you can see that there's still bricks down there. And that is, I will show you, these bricks. This is the front entrance to the house. And this little gate right here, you can see here's my dad sitting at the front entrance. And now it looks like that. There's me and my sister long ago. She's rocking the socks. And we're trying to determine or decide if we're going to rebuild or not. There's me and my dad walking around in Berlin, the Tiergarten. And so now this is what it looks like. This is a trip. So at the end of our block, there was a new house. And this house, they were asking for $40,000 a month for rent, which is, ridiculous. But it's a proper mansion over here and it's untouched. So what this tells me is that they must have been using new materials that are fire retardant, because this was in a whirlwind of embers and fire and perfect conditions for it to catch and go up, and it didn't. So watch, you zoom in. Oh, this was like a trailer park, like a nice trailer park, but all these mobile homes are gone. And I was actually about to go consider renting one. I think so. One of the ones over here. I was about to rent an apartment there, and I will not be doing that now. So here's the house right here. So, and it's like, it's a multi-million-dollar. Actually, I was about to rent the house opposite that. There was a house right here, this one, that I was about to rent. I ended up not renting it because this is Sunset Boulevard right here, and you could hear a lot of the street noise. Like you couldn't hear it over here, but over here it's like constant like hum of cars, which is annoying. But this house survived, and other buildings in the Palisades survived, the newer buildings. So you know how newer buildings are built with earthquakes in mind, and so they don't fall down during an earthquake? Yeah, but the older ones do, and so you can see these are old houses, a lot of them. So the devastation is real. It really is akin to a bomb, to a Nagasaki, Hiroshima. I mean, we only lost 10 people or whatever, which is horrible and tragic, but property damage, emotional damage, and just life ruination type events, drastically altering the course of everyone's life against their will. All these houses are completely loved and cherished by these people. I think that's the Bel Air Bay Club, and it survives, which is kind of crazy. Well done. There was another house in the Alphabet Streets that I was going to rent. It was like somewhere around here. I was like almost going to pull the trigger to rent that house a year ago. And I would have been in that picture.
Hello, my name is Paul Tracy. I'm Andrew's brother. I've written a lullaby for him, and it's called Lalagase Mfwetu, which is Zulu for sleep. Damn, it's not going to go well.
So he sang a song, he modified some lyrics to a lullaby he had created for me, and we filmed him walking around the block. And let me see here. Yeah, the audio is all jacked, but this was the house, and this is the driveway he built. He just sort of put it in front of the house. It used to not be like that, but the neighbors were complaining that he was driving his car up onto the lawn, and they're like, what is this? This is uncivilized. You can't do that. It looks bad. And so he's like, okay, I'll just build a driveway then right onto the lawn, because he had to load his car up with all his musical gear, and he had to be close to the house. Here's the wooden gate that he built, and it was rickety but lovely. It's all dust. Gone. But just to show you what this block looked like, and it was just incredible. This house back here is from a English tennis pro. He used to live there. I used to babysit for them. And the place is just totally serene. This was a huge house, one of the newer ones. Roses and just people chilling, always walking their dogs around this block. The trees, the variety of trees. Oh my God, this is a gutter. Reminds me of It from the movie. That we used to race boats down this street, and the boats would go into the sewer. And then at one point, somebody on the block, one of my friends was like, there's a porno mag at the bottom of the sewer. And we went to this manhole, and there's a little hole that you can like peep through the manhole. And we were trying to clock and check out a naked woman who was at the bottom of this sewer. So she might still be down there. I'm editing right now, but I just realized that I had this footage here. So this is our home. This was our home. And these are the two trees out in the front yard. So you just saw my dad walk this. And watch this. So here he is. Trying to line him up. You can see that he's walking right here. Those are the flower. Yeah, that burned out thing. I mean, that was a massive house right there. Look at this house my dad's walking past. You can't even see the top of it. It's like a 3-story house. This thing. That tree is the tree. This tree, that tree right there is this tree right here. So, this is what we're dealing with. That rose got toasted. This is good. This shows you like a side by side. This is so fucked. It is so fucked. This place has been here my whole life. Oh my God. All right.
Do we need the music?
This is my niece.
Dance, Scarlett. Do that one leg thing. Like jump, Scarlett. Like walk. Yeah. Hop, hop.
She's gonna fall. She's about to fall.
Fall, Scarlett. Fall. Jump off. Jump off.
So this house right here, it was incredible. They had this sort of white picket fence, and they didn't grow a big bush so that you could see the ocean from here, which is, you know, majestic. And this house down there must have had the greatest view. And that's gone now. That, like, look at that house. Look how, like, just has all this land, all that space. It was incredible. And so this whole area, what you're looking at right there, is now this. This was like a month ago. We were walking around, there was a sunset, and we saw like a little picture opportunity here. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's a picture of me and my dad that was at the house, which is burned in the fire. Here's the living room, of course, the Zulu shield. This is the view outside of the house on the front lawn. Hugh and Skylar coming up with the pizza. That pizza place I am going to miss so much. Holy shit, the garlic rolls. Oh Lord, they better build that back exactly the same. You got the foothills in the background. Of course, this is where the fire came from, so horrible. Dad's kudu horn collection, random. Those things are all no longer with us. This is a painting that our grandfather painted that was up there, one of a kind. Gone. There's a picture going up into the yoga studio. All sort of handmade, custom, little tiles, little add-ons. So many people love this place. They really had such good meetings there. This is my dad with his grandchildren at the view place looking out onto the ocean. Of course, those little kids are all grown up now. That's right there. That's Skylar. She's grown up. She's like a model now. There's Skylar. I put her into an AI thing to animate it, and it did this. Hands are a little bit big here. Does she have claws? Anyway. Dad's nursery in the back where he was always puttering around and planting seeds and tending to his garden. All this stuff. Here's Dad, proudly in front of the house, watering the plants. This is the only thing that survived. This little lever back here. I think it's made of ivory or something. Like this is... What is Wolverine's skeleton made of? Adaptanium? Vibranium? I don't... There's Dad in his garden, the flowers, the sunset. This used to be a jacuzzi right there, but hasn't worked in like 20 years. Ah, here's the town. This is the heart of the Palisades. You're coming in. This used to be a gas station. And... this is the center of town. This is Sunset Boulevard. And over here, that's my Bank of America. And it's not there. Then there was restaurants. The Starbucks is right here. That's where I'd get coffee almost every day. This is a little village green area in the middle, which is a nice little plot of land. And then, of course, Noah's Bagel survived. Boom. So the Jews are very persistent. No, beautiful. I mean, it's good to have something survive. So, like, a couple of these stores, they're fine. Wells Fargo's okay. Ominous sun there. This whole side just blown out. And of course, it's like, it just looks like ruins, but you have to know what it looked like before. This is the fire station. I don't know how they survived. I guess kind of makes sense. Damn. I mean, you know, it's like, you know, there's fucked up stuff where a house right across the street from the fire station is burning. Like, they couldn't save that. So we're all fucked. So there's the fire station, and then that house is on fire. As they all are. And, right, so this area here, just off to the right there, that is the alphabet streets. That is this. So it's all interconnected. It's all psychotic. Let me show you the news came up with this.
Much too high for the aircrafts to be effective and much too high for the risk to try and get out here and sneak in. But there's really no reason. You will be caught. They're looking for you. And it's sad that that even happened. And, you know, you just can't drive into this area.
So right here's... supermarket was over here. Ralph's, it's not there. That was a drugstore. It's gone. This was a Chipotle. Gone. It used to be a Blockbuster here. So I'm still mourning the loss of that Blockbuster.
Every single vehicle that drives into this area will be stopped.
And then the new stuff from Caruso, which he made, including the movie theater, which is a cool movie theater. The Bay Theater, that's Skylar in front. I took her out to see Pulp Fiction a couple months back. There's my sister and her daughter, and like that's still there.
Yeah, right now we don't...
And so over here you can see that's the Starbucks, that's the Bank of America. This is that little Village Green Noah's Bagel right here.
Yeah, right now we don't see much in the way of winds. It is relatively calm. There's
and then just try to fathom. That's a house. That's a house. That's a house. That's a family. That's 50 years of life. That's a fortune dumped into. That's a man's life savings right there. That's, you know, it's just, it's hard to wrap my head around the magnitude of loss, because I can only express what it is for my family, for me personally, for the people in my immediate family, the pain and suffering we were going through for that, for us. And then to see that and go, oh God, it's so widespread. It's all of us.
The story of the Palisades fire is about me personally and my victimhood and suffering.
Oh my God.
a little breeze out of the north, which is pretty typical.
And so I think it's pretty safe to say that it's probably the fault of female firefighters, lesbians, and trans people, or Jews. I mean, I think we can sort of put that to bed. We do blame them. 2,000 homes? I think it's more like 5,000 now. This is early estimates. Lord. No, but seriously, we have some major problems when it comes to our water supply, when it comes to our fire department, because look, if you want the good weather of Southern California, it comes at a cost. The cost is two things: earthquakes and fires. We can do something about the fires, not really the earthquakes. Actually, you can do something about the earthquakes too. Not prevent them, but deal with them, so mitigate it. So it's probably true you couldn't have stopped this fire from starting or coming. I mean, there were other fires recently, and we've had many fires. Fires are a thing. They happen, especially with the dry brush, and nature does this. It's just, you have to prepare. Like, we had a huge amount, billions of dollars, like entire lives invested in this community, and it's just not good enough to have it go up in flames like this. Obviously, an event like this has never happened. So this is a every 300 year kind of situation, unless of course global warming is right and Greta, that little rodent, is correct, and these things happen more and more. Because if you're going to have a tinderbox type environment, a bunch of dry brush, and then 100-mile-an-hour winds, what do we expect it to do? Get roasted.
This is about to turn into like a cactus. This is Marquez. Holy shit.
Yep, it is holy shit. That building, I knew a guy who lived in that building. He coached basketball.
Now it's
a family friend of ours who takes yoga lives in this building, which is not here right now.
going on to Las Casas from Sunset.
Look at that, the postal service. This is my block.
Guys, I'm so sorry for everyone.
Apparently this Australian sounding guy lives on this block and his house has been destroyed as well. But you've seen the block when it wasn't this, and so just to show you the breadth of the devastation.
Who was caught in this? Words cannot describe. Holy shit. Okay. Very careful around these power lines. Okay, there's that. Through here. Again, guys, I'm so sorry for everyone caught in this. Okay.
He's being polite and respectful because he knows that this is just a crazy thing to witness.
Slowly and safely. So sorry, guys. You'll all know whose houses are whose. Looks like the map was not doing justice to our street, unfortunately. Okay, let's ride down these lines. Very careful job going through here right now. Avoid that power line. Hold on, we're shopping over. Come through both sides here. Jackie and Michael. Holy shit, you guys are the last one standing there.
Lucky.
That is treacherous. Guys, I'm so sorry. Baha, Lindsay, I'm so sorry, guys. Looks like we're in the same boat. We are done. We are done.
This was an incredible house. Very nice people there. The Elanders, they were eye surgeon.
Purdue family, I'm sorry. Diane, I am so sorry. Frank and Dolores, I'm so sorry, guys. Guys, I have got no words for this. And I'm just going to go through whoever's in this house. Let the backyard is hit, you're okay. Looks like the majority of the street is not. Again, hopefully everyone knows where the house is on this video.
And what is this white picket fence made out of? And why didn't we build the house out of that? There's the house, untouched. Anyone care to explain how that happened?
Guys, I'm really sorry. Hopefully we can all start making some plans from here. I'm going to ride around the loop.
So we're coming up to my house. And, yeah, oh, let me see this tree. An awesome tree here to the left. has to have survived this.
We're down the footpath, guys.
Turn around. That tree. Okay, and then here's our house with the 2 trees.
The footpath seems to be less power lines down.
There it is. Completely gone. Dad was talking today about how he built that chimney with his own hands, him and his best friend, Jamil, who passed away a couple years ago. And he said he saved $1,000 by doing it himself. He said that was a big deal at the time.
It's, other than Jackie and Michael and the house on the corner, look at them up if you're in here on the bus that survived. The rest of us are done.
And so my father gave an update, and he said one of the few things he saved was this. A little statue that he had a fond recollection of that held sentimental value for him. It goes back to his father and his time in South Africa. And he took that along with a guitar and his computer and his medicine, and then just walked out, leaving, hundreds of thousands of other items of value behind. I once drew a picture of my father's hands when I was in college, holding this statue in particular. And I've been trying to find it. I can't find I know that I took a picture of it. There must be a digital copy of it somewhere, but the original is now burned because it was in the garage. So my parents are in a new place, a small place. They've lost their entire home. I thank you guys again for the GoFundMe. And they both got very emotional when I told them about it. It's incredible. Other people are setting up GoFundMes for people who are, have had their lives basically derailed completely. And it's a highly stressful time, but it's about new beginnings. That's all you can do. This is my nephew Hugh riding my electric bike, which is now gone. And here's the block. And here's that house that survived. There it is. That big mother right there. And you had the foothills off in the distance. And it was just the most serene place ever. And I am dreading walking this block again and seeing none of this. Because every little part of this neighborhood, it's literally the setting of my entire life is this block and that home. And now it does not exist. But life goes on. Health matters, people matter, love matters, time matters. So spend it with the people you love and cherish everything, because nothing is guaranteed and everything is temporary if you zoom back and look at it that way. It's easy to, and I'm talking to myself right now, it's easy to fall into a sort of dark, pessimistic view of all these things where there is no happy ending to this. There's no reason for this. There's no justification for it. But that's the human condition. I mean, we are dealt, all of us, a very arduous hand in life. Like, you're guaranteed to go through some crazy, I was going to say ups and downs, but we're specifically talking about downs. You will have adverse things happen to you outside of your control that will harm you profoundly. Loss, grief, devastation, disappointment, like you name it. An inferno of flame engulfing your entire community. Maybe not that will happen, but it did for us. And that's guaranteed. So you might as well prep for it and understand that it is about what you do in the aftermath of those things. Because choice A of just lying in the fetal position and just, succumbing to the misery of it all, that is not that productive. It might feel emotionally, gratifying to do that for a minute or a month or a year or decade, but I would recommend don't do that, because it's about rebuilding. And I'm excited to see what the Palisades will become, because it's not going anywhere. The landowners, they're going to rebuild. Even the ones that sell, they're going to sell to someone who's going to rebuild. All of these houses are coming back. So this is going to be the flourishing renaissance of the Palisades, and it's going to come back better than ever, and I will be happy to see it. It'll never be the same, but it never is going to be the same. That's not how life works. We all lose chapters of our life. We all lose the way things were. And that is bittersweet and it's tragic, but it's about what have you done for me lately? It's about now, this moment, and the future. Because the past is the past. And you might as well burn it with a fire or burn it metaphorically because it does not exist anymore. Anyway, those are some of my thoughts right now. And again, thank you so much, guys, for the funds and for the support, all the comments you guys have sent me. It's been very encouraging to read all that. Okay, guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.